Hello and welcome to new episode of my cyber secret presentation. My cyber secrets presentation. Today we are going to talk about ATTP versus ATTPS. ATTP versus ATTPS. ATTP and ATTPS are web terminologies used in websites and web apps, and we are going to discuss this in few minutes. Stay with me and learn something very valuable for your security and quite good skills here. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at MTS World. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive daily updates and regular updates of our videos. Immediately we upload it, you get it hand with our videos. And from now on, if you join us and you subscribe to our channel, you're going to learn a lot about some basic IT tips, some things you need to know that you don't know, for business and for individual, for your personal and for business. Some things you need to know that you don't know. You're going to know it. So subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily and regular updates on cyber secrets, my cyber secret. So let's move on. Today we are going to talk about ATTP versus ATTPS. So let's go. Good. So this is my PowerPoint presentation by MTS Group. Today I'm going to walk you through this PowerPoint, and you are going to learn a lot about ATTP versus ATTPS, understanding the basics. Good. What ATTP and ATTPS actually are. When you say ATTP, it's an acronym that stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. When you say a hypertext, it means the text that can serve as a link, as a text that gives an instruction for you to go to a next window, like entering into a next window, a next location. So whenever you create a link, maybe a link like click me or something, it's a hypertext. So the ATTP is a hypertext transfer protocol. This means that it is in transferring of files. That is ATTP. ATTPS, on the other hand, is just an addition of secured. It's the same hypertext transfer protocol, but addition of secured. So the names can even tell you the difference between the two web terminologies we're going to discuss. So let's start from the ATTP on point 2. As I said, it allows you to communicate. So it allows communication between different systems. So since it's a hypertext protocol, it aids you to communicate between systems. Good. Let's go to the point 3. It's most commonly used to transfer data from a web server to a browser. This is the most important thing. So when you talk about the ATTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, it helps you to transfer files from the web server to the browser. So let's say that I go to my browser and I enter www.mtsworld.com. Whatever I get on my screen on my browser, the process is behind the scene. What happened is the transfer protocol aid you to transfer the files from the web server of my MTS World for you to see in the browser. So anything you enter my google.com or anything, any information you find there, it means that the files were in Google's web server, but it has been transferred from the server to you. So in web technology, what you do is when a developer finish development, the developer save all the files in a server. There's a database there in a server where a developer can save all the files there. So once the site is hosted and is online and it has internet presence, anytime you have internet access and you access the site, you get the files, but the files are just extracted from the server, transferred to the web browser for you to view. So that is basically the work of the ATTP. The ATTP, the transfer protocol, helps you to transfer the file from the web server to the browser for you to see. Good. Then why HTTPS? The HTTPS and the HTTP, the difference comes here. It functions the same, but on the HTTPS technology, what it does is the files that are being transferred from the web server to the browser are encrypted such that if someone want to hack the system, or someone want to hack the information or steal something from the site what you are accessing, something like you enter your data, your password, your email address, and somebody want to hack you, for HTTPS technology, your password and the secret code, all the files are encrypted, so hackers may not see the actual text that you are accessing or entering into the system. So that is the HTTP. But on HTTPS, files are not encrypted. That is the difference. HTTPS is basically an HTTP protocol with additional security. So as I said, they are the same thing, but the HTTP similar, they work similar, but on HTTPS there is an additional security. That is why the S stands for the secure. Good. On HTTP, all the information that flows from the server to the browser is not encrypted. It means that sensitive information can be stolen. So when a website or URL, universal relocator, URL is the web address of a business or individual. So when I give you my website, my web address like www.mts.com, the http /www.mts.com is my URL. And what we are saying here is, if I am using HTTP and not HTTPS, if my website is hosted with HTTP, sensitive data that is on the platform can be stolen by hackers. But on HTTPS, it cannot be stolen. Why? Because the protocols that are used to secure your files there, you use what you call SSL, Secure Socket Layer Certificate. And that secure socket layer SSL is what aid in HTTPS to secure all your server, to encrypt all your files, so that sensitive information cannot be stolen. The SSL, that is secure socket layer, protect potential sensitivity information from being stolen as it transfers from the web server to the browser. So as you transfer data from the web server or any information from the web server to the browser, when you are transferring it over HTTPS website, the SSL help to encrypt all the information there, so that the end part, those are the at an end users who are trying to hack your system, may not be able to hack it, may not be able to access it. This is a pictorial example. Let's look at this diagram to just see the main difference. On this diagram, you see the HTTP is represented with color red, so let me say red, something like that, and HTTPS with green. Green means secured, red is a warning sign that this is not secured. Looking at these two diagrams, you realize that the top diagram, you see is HTTP, so the URL here is http /www.example.com. This is HTTP URL. It means this type of website is not secured. So if someone enters a password on that website, maybe it's a site for you to register for a program, register to access a dashboard, or register for a profile. If that site you visit and it's only HTTP, it's not HTTPS, what happens is the password you enter can be seen by other end users who are trying to hack the system. So if, let's say, for the first user, the password is ABC123. If you are registering on a site and it's HTTP and you enter a password like this, the end user see it the same. So if the end user who can get access to the server of that particular site can see all the registered users' website the same, it is not encrypted, and the person can use your username and the website to log in into your profile and do anything the person want to do. The person can hack the account, seize you from even not using it again, and change your password. But on the side of HTTPS that you can see from there, you realize that when the site URL, has HTTPS protocol. What happens is, if you enter a password ABC123, because of the SSL system that is in technology, it encrypts your password to a different characters. And you know, these are the characters. It has encrypted ABC123 to something like XYAE. So it means that on the second part, if the user uses this website, what will happen is, since the site is secured by HTTPS protocol and the person entered ABC123 password, even if an end user, a hacker, try to hack the system, the person will see the password like this and the person cannot access your profile. So this is a basic example. This is basic example of what I'm talking about. So when you launch your browser and you want to visit a site and you enter the URL, the one which is not secured, you see from the first picture, you will see a warning sign telling you the site is not secured. It means that site is HTTP. The second one, which is secure, you see a green padlock locked there. The site is secured. That one is HTTPS. Let's show an example on the browser and let's see a typical example here. We are going to see a typical example here on this browser. Let's see typical example here. Good. So when you come here, this particular website, you realize that it is not secured. So if I choose, you see, your connection to this site is not secured because this site is just HTTP. It doesn't have the HTTPS protocol. This site is just HTTP. It doesn't have it, so it is not secured. And the instruction given here is, you should not enter any sensitive information on this site, for example password or credit card, because it could be stolen by attacker. So anytime you visit a website, somebody gives you a website or URL to visit, check whether the person's site is secured or not. If it's not secured, you will see it like this, not secure. And this is not just there, it's telling you that if you enter any sensitive data on this site, like payment, like password or anything, your credit card can be stolen by an end user. Let's look at this particular site, the Royal City Group site. You see this site is secured, and this is one of the sites created by us, MTS Group. This is one of our sites we created. This site is secured, and you see connection is secured. You see the green padlock there. It means this particular site has HTTPS. You can see from here, HTTPS. So this particular site, if you were to enter a password, you were to enter credit card details, this site is safe for you to shop, to do any transaction that cannot be seen by end user. And you see the certificate here is valid. So this is what we are talking about, the typical example and demonstration of HTTPS on a site. Okay, let's go back to our PowerPoint presentation and let's move on. Okay, so we were here. So we were here. This is where we reach. This is where we reach. And this is what the example I demonstrated on the website. So this is it. So the HTTP, the padlock is open. HTTPS, the padlock is locked with SSL. So how HTTPS works? The SSL certificate encrypts the information that user supply to the site, which basically translates the data into a code. Even if someone managed to steal the data being communicated between the sender and the receiver, they will not be able to understand due to this encryption. What this whole thing is saying is, on HTTPS website, you know, the SSL certificate encrypts all the information or the data you send into a code. So if I send ABCD, it uses cipher, any of the cipher, whether Caesar cipher or any of the cipher, to translate the data into a code. So if even someone manages to get hold of that information, since it has been encrypted and it has been using any of the cipher to translate it into a code, the person may not be able to understand what he's even saying, because password ABC123 can tend to be XYZ JWM equal to dot and other things. The person cannot understand. So it is that is it. So HTTPS is also secure through transport layer security protocol. The TLS helps provide data integrity. It means that on the TLS, that is transport layer security, it is also in the HTTPS. What it means is that this thing gives you a, a reliable information, like something you can rely on, because data integrity is very important in IT, in technology, and in web technology. If data integrity is failed, you are doomed. Things can go wrong. So the data integrity also gives you the, it modify the corrupt word, so that, listen, which helps prevent the transfer of data from being modified or corrupted. So your data integrity, TLS, helps you check that the data cannot be corrupted. So you always ensure authentication of whatever you are accessing on the site, and this helps users to prove that whatever they are communicating to is the intended website. Sometimes when the site is not secured, you enter and hackers may hack the site and just put in their own words and just destroy data integrity. So this is to the owners, those the businessmen who are creating websites and all, who need website for business. If your website don't have HTTPS protocol, people can enter into the site and change everything. So you can tell your user or customer that, oh, visit my site, we do this service, but the person can go there and everything has changed, and that can destroy data integrity and it can corrupt your file. But HTTPS helps to solve this. So which is better? This is the question. HTTP or HTTPS? Obviously HTTPS has big advantage. After all, wouldn't you want your site to be secured as possible? I know you want your site to be secured as possible, so why do you go for HTTP? But it doesn't mean HTTP sites are not good or you can't use it. Let me get this clear. You know, if your site doesn't accept any sensitive information, if you just have a business site, just 5 pages, normal static site, that the user will not enter any sensitive data like password, like credit card, if the site is not used for any purchase, any transaction and all, and just a simple site, you can go for HTTP. No sensitive data is going to be entered there. But the risk here is, if a hacker also get into your server, you can change a lot of things. But this is not, it's rare, it doesn't really happen. Hackers are interested in the user's information they are giving to you, because they know that is where the money or the thing comes from. So hackers are interested in your user's information. So if your website don't instruct the user to enter any sensitive data, you can go for HTTP. But if you are having activities or requirements like e-commerce, donation platform, registration platform, school management system, and other management that deals with sensitive data, go for HTTPS. Yes. Any advice to you? Yeah, I have advice for you. Yeah, listen. This is the most important thing you should look at. Any advice on HTTPS protocol? I know you visit websites, you're always on the internet every day, but these are things we overlook, and this thing costs a lot to us. Do not, on the left side is your credit card. You know, as I said, if you visit a site and it is not secured, it doesn't have HTTPS protocol, never ever, I'm saying never, it is wrong. Do not enter credit card details on that site. If the site instructs you to purchase something, enter your credit card details, and it is not secure, do not do it. It is dangerous. Whatever you enter there is open to hackers, and they can track all the information on your credit card. They can use it to shop any time they want to. So never ever enter credit card details on HTTP site. But if it is HTTPS, you are safe to go. And let's look at the right side. You know, most of the times you enter into a site and you trying to register and the site tells you you can register with your Facebook account, continue with Facebook, continue with Twitter, any of your social media account, or continue with Google. Sometimes we overlook this, and because we don't want to go and register, follow all the instructions, we think, oh, Facebook, continue with Facebook is easy, so we just use our Facebook to register on that site. If the site is not protected by TLS or SSL certificate, your problem is your Facebook account or the Twitter account or Google account details, the password and everything is shown because it extract everything into the server. So it's shown there. That is why sometimes your Facebook account can be hacked and other stuff and all and all. When the site is not secured, please don't do any registration thing on it, whether through Facebook or through the portal. Good, good, good. Before I end, I think this is a question you are asking. How can I change from HTTP to HTTPS? Sorry, you want to change from HTTP to HTTPS? Sorry, you want to change from HTTP to HTTPS? This word is quite confusing. You want to change? If you want to change your site from HTTP to HTTPS, hey, I am here for you. Kindly contact us on 0243 or send us email on info@matlabsoftwares.com for quick assistance, or visit our YouTube channel MTS World and leave your comment there and I'll respond to you. Let's do business. Contact MATLAB Technology Solutions. We give you secured website, we give you secured products, secured web applications and all software, and we can help you to do your work as better as possible. Yes, as better as possible. Do not wait any further. Just work with us, work with MATLAB Technology Solutions, and get access to a good secure website. We are here to help you. MATLAB is here to help you. We are here to give you secured web applications. So this is HTTP versus HTTP. I hope you've learned something. I hope you've taken something out of this video. Hey, don't end it there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel MTS World, and you can share this video to others. Share to them through the link and let them also view it on YouTube, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for such videos. And as I promise you, I'm going to give you regular updates and presentation on basic IT tips that you should know, things you are not going to pay for. This is free. I'm giving it to you free. Let's do business. Let's learn. Let's acquire new skills. Let's do it our own. It is better. And I tell you that MATLAB Technology Solution MTS is the only solution hub that has solutions that work. Thank you for listening and have a good night. Bye bye.